Hey guys, this time on Deep Junk, we're going to do a Viper. It's a 96 Viper GTS coupe. This one is by Racing Champions. It is a car that I bought new. I couldn't tell you when I bought it, but it's been, again, another one that's been in my stash of cars. This one is metal base, metal body. It's got the nice rubber wheels on it. Opening hood, got the almighty V10 in there. This car, I wanted to do, I kept looking at it, and the stripes and stuff are okay, the light detail's okay, but it's just not, it's just not what I like. So we're gonna go ahead and take this one apart. We're gonna add a nice flashy paint job, give it lots of detail, because it just, well, here, this for example, the front, the stripe goes through the grill openings. So I thought about blackening the grill openings in there, you know, making it look better. We've got some overspray on these stripes that kind of bled out. It's not just one or two things, it's a bunch of little things in the car. So we're gonna go ahead and take this one apart. We're going to strip it down, give it a, like I said, a flashy paint job with a lot of detail, and at the end we'll have a Viper that's worth, you know, showing off. Stick around, guys. Alrighty, the guts of our Viper. This thing is, like I said, metal base, metal body. It has one post up front, and the rest is clipped in or pushed in. There's a little license plate spot in the back there where the comes up and pushes into. It's all just kind of held together, you know, by the body, and that it's the wheels are held in place. There are no tabs or anything holding them there. They're held in by the body and the interior. Clear glass. That hood is held in there too, and it comes right off, which is good. We'll be able to get good detail underneath the hood. Interior has got a lot of nice detail in it. Our Viper dash, the seats and that. We got our V10 in red. It's got drive belts up front, so not too bad. And it's, you know, it's not brand new, but it was in my collection, so it's not been played with or, you know, banged up dirty, so we don't have to worry about anything like that. Go ahead and get the body stripped in the hood and see what's what afterwards. I can see a little bit of casting marks, but you'll have that. A little bit is okay. Alrighty, real quick, the Viper is all cleaned of its paint, and yeah, casting's like any other. There's casting lines coming out of the quarters. It's all around the bottom of the bumper and that. Up in this engine compartment, up around the fender wells and that. Didn't need just a good cleaning. One thing at the top of that spoiler is the third brake light, and there's not a whole lot of definition to it, so it'd be real easy to just sand it clean right off the car. So I have to be careful of that. The hood, no big deal there. It's got a little the hinge. It's got two little posts peened over to hold the hinge on. We'll clean that up, and yeah, just another day at the office here. Alrighty, we've got the Viper all cleaned off, sanded and scuffed around the edges, and then chemically cleaned. Got it all ready for paint. Oh, the chassis for this car is, I'm going to polish it up a little bit, but I think in the back side here, that's what holds the back in right up here. It's like a license plate holes. It says Viper on it. It's got the Dodge and the Viper on the back bumper. I'm going to probably grind that off out of there. I've got something in mind to go in its place. And that's about it. She's cleaned up pretty good. There's lines in the back here over the quarters, and that cleaned up nice. The hood cleaned up real good too. So back to work. Alrighty guys, while we're waiting for paint to dry on the Viper, we've got the interior tub here. Popped the dashboard out and did the gauges in white. The 90s deal with Dodge, I had those white face gauges. Doesn't do anything for you, but except make you feel more like a race car driver. Speaking of Mopar, there's my plumb crazy hand now. I have a tendency to hold parts instead of laying them down flat. So I'm going to put a little black in the interior of this Viper. We're going to do the insets in the seats. It's not something that you can really see, you know, from outside the car. They're these 64 scale. It's hard to see anything in them, but I know it's there. It's a little detail, and I'm not going to paint the interior white or anything. I worked at a Dodge dealership when these cars come out in '91. I had a chance to drive one, and I took it. I loved it. The first gen car with the side exhaust, and yeah, some cars will sneak up on you and they'll whisper to you, "I'm gonna hurt you." Viper just said, "Hey Bubba, I'm gonna kill you." Alrighty, we got our parts laid out for the Viper. It's been painted. It needs to be clear coated yet, but there's our little taste of old Dodge there, plum crazy purple on a Viper. I've blacked out under the hood, given it side marker lights, headlights, fog lamps. We've got our tail lights, detail back. The interior was just a shifter knob. The insets in the black seats. We've got our hood there with the vents in it, and the wheels I just added some black in there inside the spokes and turned the wheels around the way they should be, the directional tire. So it's got to go into get clear coated yet. Alright guys, we've got the clear coat on the Viper, and I gotta say it looks pretty good. Interior down there. We've got a finish that looks like purple water. Darked out under the hood there. Got our headlights polished and the fog lights down there polished. They clear coated those. Detailing behind the grill. Our marker lights. Everything looks real good. Tail lights in the back there. I gotta say, I must be getting better at this because I don't have any spots that I need to work on or touch up or anything, so it's looking good. Welcome back guys. The 96 Viper GTS coupe is all finished, and I'm really digging it in the single color without a stripe. We did the GT40 last week and had no rocker stripe on it, and I was kind of liking the look of that too. It's refreshing, because most every car that you see, even the continuation cars or kit cars, they always put a rocker stripe on them. And the GTS coupe people, I think, are just used to seeing the stripes on them like this car had, silver with blue. It paced the Viper paced Indy in '96, and it was what they called Shelby blue with white stripes. And in that case, yeah, but it just wasn't a Indy pace car, and was looking to do something different, something more on the custom line, and not walk way too far from Dodge's heritage. So we went with Plum Crazy Purple, and then didn't really change anything, but we just detailed it, put it together with the, got a little wash in the wheels back in there, a little blackout. Got our headlights, the fog lamps, marker lights up front, blacked out in that grille. There we go. Mirrors, of course. And around back, yeah, there it is. In the license plate spot there, we've also another nod to Dodge here. The GTS logo is from a '68 Dart GTS, and then that was a decal for the Hemi Dart model, and then buried it in clear. And that cove there, we got our exhaust, tail light, turn signal, reverse light deal up below it. Same deal on the driver's side. Just a good looking car. Two real heavy coats of clear on it. You can see from this angle the couple of the row of gauges at the top of the dash and the white face. Not too much detail inside. Black inserts in the seats, and it's almost impossible to see when the car's put together, but it's the kind of thing I like to know is there, and I wouldn't be shitting someone if I told them it was in there. It's in there. Got the vents up on the hood, and everything under the hood. Let's open this up. Is blacked out. We've got our red V10, 8 liters, 488 cubic inches of all that heavy torque. That V10 built loosely off the V10 for the truck, a 360, I think is what they started with. They're modeled after the 360 with another cylinder on each bank, but it was very few parts shared with the V10 in the truck. This the Viper was a aluminum block, and that they worked with Lamborghini on, and then the low-rise intake later on. I don't know which year they had gotten away from manifolds and went to a tubular like header for weight savings, about 24 pounds. But the car was like the Vet. The Corvette just continually evolved, and that's what you got to do to keep selling the cars. You got to evolve. You got to make it better than the last one, or no one's going to want to buy the next one. So this one, underside too, just all clean. Go. I want to thank everyone for stopping by and checking it out. Thanks to all the subscribers. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the yeah, it's easy for me to say. Hit the subscribe. Thumbs up if you like it. We do have our race car challenge coming up. This is until March 28th, Saturday, March 28th. This is for all the builders on YouTube. They want to build the race car that they would have at their shop, you know, or something that they would like to do. Usually automotive shops sponsor a car, have a car, and any kind of racing, from bracket racing, you know, your daily driver, to a NASCAR stock car or a fuel dragster. It doesn't matter, whatever you'd like. And that is, again, March 28th. We've got cars for sale that are built on the channel. They're at eBay. The seller name is 17 Stacy. My wife's account, 17 Stacy, S-T-A-C-Y. Again, thanks everybody for stopping in, and we'll see you next time.